Iran says, yes, it will continue to breach the 2015 nuclear accord if it doesn't get some relief from sanctions. Waleed Phares is with us, Fox News national security analyst. Okay, what did the Europeans are playing a role here, aren't they? Doesn't Iran want the Europeans to bail them out of these sanctions and give them a lifeline?
Absolutely. Iran needs the Europeans to help them get relief from the U.S. sanctions and the international sanctions.
Are the Europeans going to do it?
Europeans are divided. Most of the large Europeans, Germany, France, Britain, would like to continue with the deal.
So they won't. They will help Iran if they can.
They will help Iran. No, they said they will help Iran, but they really want to see a unified position with the administration. And the administration is telling them, let Iran abide by what we are asking them: stop the missiles, stop the nukes, stop the militia in the region. And the Europeans would like to do that, but their business interests are so large with Iran at this point in time.
Well, the Iranians have now said, we're going to, with the uranium, they're going to process it to beyond where they were supposed to process it.
This is pressure on the Europeans.
That's pressure on the Europeans.
Pressure on the Europeans. They don't want to go that far. And the Europeans are going to try to tell the Trump administration, oh, look, the Iranians are good. They are retrieving their position, going backward. But the Iranians are concerned about our deployment. At the end of the day, it's military. They are concerned about us engaging them on the military level.
So you support a large military presence in the Gulf to keep them in check?
Just to keep them in check, absolutely.
And our policy, you believe, is containment rather than bombing and invasion and
there is no
action.
bombing policy, no invasion of anything.
Containment.
It's containment, but it's also putting pressure on the Iranians to withdraw their militias from Iraq, from Syria, from Lebanon with Hezbollah, and from Yemen. That's what our Arab allies would like to see happening.
Okay, now President Trump dined, I think, last night or yesterday lunchtime, I think it was, with the emir of Qatar.
That's right.
And Qatar has taken, I think, a pro-Iran stand recently because it's in a fight with Saudi Arabia.
Absolutely.
Is the president trying to get the emir to see things differently and come back to the other side of the fence?
He would love to see that, but let me explain the big picture.
Sure.
There is a U.S.-Qatar financial relationship. Many sectors here profit from that relationship, individuals, companies, even the government. On the other hand, Qatar is not doing well with our allies, the Saudis, the UAE, Kuwait, Jordan, even Egypt. So the Arab alliance is isolating Qatar. Qatar is coming to the Trump administration and telling them, I could help you with Iran. Actually, Oman is helping us with Iran. So what Qatar is trying to do is to say, don't put pressure on me, ask your allies, the Saudis and the Emiratis, to stop, and we will introduce you to Iran. We don't need anybody to introduce us. I mean, the president could give a phone number if the Iranians wants to speak to us. But there is a pressure from Qatar on Washington.
Would you say that there is now a pretty solid front, America, Saudi Arabia, Israel, some of the Gulf states, and maybe the Europeans as well, a solid front line that keeps Iran in its box under control?
I think it all started in 2017 when the president went to Iran and spoke to 50 Arab and Muslim leaders. It's much larger, that coalition, which is led by the Saudis.
Where did you went to Saudi Arabia, right?
In Riyadh, yeah. He went to Riyadh.
I thought you said Iran.
No, Riyadh.
Capital of Saudi Arabia.
Yeah,
okay.
not to Iran. No. And now we have that coalition. More countries are actually shifting their positions. Few countries in Europe, the Warsaw Process countries. Brazil, out of many countries in Latin America, has shifted its position to support the United States. So we are widening this coalition internationally speaking. What we need to have is a coalition here in the United States because we are divided on Iran.
We are?
Well, you have the opposition that basically wants to go back to the Iran deal. You have a majority in the House that is not happy with the Trump administration policy. So we need to make sure that we are united here and widen that coalition internationally. Then the Iranians would be isolated, the regime that is.
But basically you think they're in a box and they stay there?
They are in a box at this point in time.
Successful Trump hard line.
That was a success to withdraw from the deal and propose another deal and invite them to the table of negotiations. Link it with conditions. Stop the missiles, stop the nukes.
Got it. Waleed, it was a pleasure to actually see you face to face and shake hands with you.
Absolutely.
Good to see you. Welcome
Thank you
to
so
New
much.
York. Thank you, sir.